Welcome everyone. It's great to see so many here at today's session. Now in the next 20 minutes or so, I will be showing you how Uniflow Online automates indexing for local document management systems by sending a PDF and a XML file to a secure hot folder that a document management system actually monitors. You'll see how Metadata Manager defines the fields the DMS needs and how Finding Assist extracts these values automatically. We'll review the workflow, a real case study, and key discovery questions. Now let's kick off by introducing the three main components. Now, structure scanning uses three components. Basically is the metadata manager, which defines the fields and applies validation rules. Find Assist learns where these fields appear on each document and extracts them. Now the scan to local folder delivers the PDF and XML to a secure hot folder for automatic document management systems ingestion. So let's start with defining the actual fields. Now, administrators, they basically configure the fields the DMS expects. For example, names, types, the order, and the validation. Now, defaults can be set, and regular expression ensures formats like dates or totals stay consistent. Now, these definitions basically guide Finding Assist to populate fields automatically, removing manual typing actually at the device. Now let's see how the system learns where to find these values on the actual page. Now, Finding Assist trains on sample documents, so it knows where each value appears. For example, with a repair worksheet, such you can see on the screen, it finds information such as the registration number or indeed the check-in date. It maps these OCR blocks to the metadata manager fields and outputs a PDF and XML file for the document management system. So with that, now let's look at the hot folder on the local server. The Uniflow local server management agent is installed within the local company network to securely deliver scanned documents such as PDFs with their associated XML metadata file to a predefined folder on the local server, ensuring data security within the company's network. The document management system monitors this hot folder and imports the files, applying its own rules, which has been set up by the administrator, to populate the fields from the XML data metadata. Now, this ensures accurate document handling without manual steps, even when no native connector exists between Uniflow Online and the document management system. So with that, now let's see the full workflow in action. As you can see on the screen, the workflow begins with scanning batches or single documents without manual data entry at the device. Finding Assist extracts the metadata automatically using OCR and the learned template. More on this later. Validation can be automated for speed or done at the desktop for control. Finally, the PDF and the XML files are placed in the hot folder and the DMS imports them for indexing. So let's look at a real-world example of all of this. This example shows how automation improves invoicing and document retrieval across multiple sites. The workflow uses Metadata Manager for field definitions, Finding Assist for template learning, and a local hot folder for delivery to the DMS. Next, here's an overview of the company. So, Pit Stop Repairs works across several cities, handling 10 to 30 vehicles per day. They use Manage Pro, a cloud-based DMS system for other areas of their business, but work orders were still stored on Google Drive without any form of indexing. Now, their goal was to use the existing DMS for work orders to ensure structured storage and faster retrieval. So with this, let's look at some of their pain points. Now, at the end of each day, mechanics scan every work order to their inbox. After that, they download the PDF file from their inbox, rename it, upload it to a specific folder in Google Drive. Now, this manual process, as you probably can see, often results in user errors, such as incorrectly renaming the file or uploading it to maybe the wrong folder. Now, these mistakes can delay customer invoicing. Improperly named files or incorrect uploads can harm the organization's customer service, while making it difficult to locate customer information on the Google Drive. Now, these delays becomes very frustrating when customers inquire about their vehicles. Now, given these pain points, let's see how integrating the Metadata Manager with DocuManage Pro provides a comprehensive solution. So Pit Stop Repairs extended their cloud DMS to handle work orders without any manual steps. They use Metadata Manager for field definitions and filing assist for the template learning. The scan profile added batch splitting, OCR, PDFA for compliance, and also compression. The Canon multifunctional devices enabled easy scanning. Jobs go to a local hot folder monitored by the DMS, which imports and updates the indexes. Now, also, auto forward speeds up routine jobs, and email alerts handle scans that actually failed. Now, this workflow reduced errors, increased the user's productivity, and accelerated their invoicing, which is very important. So next, let's look at the actual benefits in total. So with this workflow saved time for mechanics and accounts payable by removing manual renaming and filing, faster document retrieval, improved customer service, and reduced delays in invoicing. Accurate metadata handling protects revenue and supports compliance. And because DocuManage Pro is a cloud-based solution, staff can access documents securely from any location within the business. So with that, let's break down the components that make this actually possible. So we've looked at the benefits. Let's look at the steps that make this workflow possible. Define metadata fields, configure the scan profile, train the template, and set validation options. First, let's start with defining the fields that matter the most. So it all starts with the accounts payable team identifying key fields. So for example, the customer name, the check-in date, the license plate, and the model. And basically they create a field list. Now this list was imported into the metadata manager, which controls visibility, order, and default values. Validation rules and patterns ensure clean data, such as dates in numeric format or license plates that match a pattern, which data guided by filing assist deals with the extraction. So with this, let's configure the scan profile, which is a part of the process. The next step was for IT to create the local folder scan profile to handle batch splitting using blank sheets in this particular case. Now, the options offered are split by page count or barcode, as well as blank sheets. This scan profile is configured to the predefined local folder destinations found on the HQ server, which is shared and allows other areas of the business to scan documents to it. Now, files are converted to PDFA for compliance. PDF files are compressed to save DMS hard disk space, and OCR technology is used to support the data extraction. Now that the scan profile is configured, let's examine how we train the system to recognize and extract data from these documents. So it basically starts with uploading a sample work order. The system marks this initially as unlearned. The accounts payable team selects the fields defined in the metadata manager, such as the customer name, check-in date, license plate, the model of the car, and the mechanic's name. Now, this actually teaches filing assist what data actually matters and sets the stage for accurate extraction. So next up, we'll map the OCR blocks to these fields that have been identified. So a member of the accounts payable team opens the uploaded work order form and selects OCR blocks containing the required data. Now, each block is mapped to the fields defined in the metadata manager. I mentioned them again, the customer name, license plate model, and the check-in date as examples, as you can see on the screen. Now, this ensures that Filing Assist can automatically extract data for future documents that are to be scanned, reducing the manual work and any errors. Now, what we'll do, we'll just finalize the template and set some forwarding rules. Now, this step actually completes the template setup for production usage. The accounts payable team names the template and chooses how documents will actually be forwarded. Now, there's two options. We have auto forward without confirmation. Basically, this is for speed, and forward with confirmation for added control. We'll cover these options in more detail, but they're basically there to give flexibility where speed is required and control where it's necessary. Now, once configured, Filing Assist can process repetitive documents automatically, reducing manual work and improving the reliability. So with that, let's look at how this actual workflow looks at the actual device. So the mechanics, they prepare their batch by inserting a blank page between each work order. Now, batch splitting uses scan profile rules, such as the blank page detection, but also in other scenarios, barcode recognition or page count could also be used. Filing Assist applied these profiles to separate the documents accurately. The stack is scanned at the Canon device, and users can preview the pages at the device, maybe change the quality and other attributes. Once complete, jobs are processed and sent to the hot folder. No manual data entry is required at the device. So this keeps scanning fast and also accurate. So let's look at these validation options in a bit more detail. So when the forward without confirmation setting is enabled, jobs that pass validation are sent straight to the local hot folder for the DMS to import. And so basically there's no user intervention from the accounts payable team required. Now, this mode is ideal for routine documents with low error risks in terms of any issues during the scan, because it actually speeds up the workflow and reduces the manual effort involved. So let's look at the manual validation for added control. So when the forward without confirmation setting is actually disabled, all jobs, regardless of whether they have an issue or not, basically stay in the Filing Assist queue for review. Errors are highlighted, and basically by clicking on the job, it shows the details. So for example, a car model could be misread as, say, Audi, and with the I being a 1 instead of Audi. Validation rules define what's acceptable and can be adjusted to prevent future issues with regards to the scanner. Now, if a job fails, validation an email alert prompts the correction, and once fixed, the job is released to the hot folder for the DMS to import. This ensures the accuracy and critical workflows. So with that, let's confirm what lands in the actual hot folder itself. So after scanning, the PDF and the additional XML file, which is the metadata file, go to the hot folder. The DMS monitors this hot folder and imports the files, updating the indexes automatically. Now, staff can now search by customer name, the license plate, check-in date, etc., making retrieval fast and accurate. Now, this integration removes manual filing, supports quick invoicing, and a better service. So with that, let's review subscriptions. Now, with that Cloud Print and Scan, or normally known as CPS, it covers basic processing like TIFF, IMG, PDFA, and device OCRing. Now, with the cloud image processing, normally CIP, it involves everything in the CPS, plus advanced features such as the iris OCR, image cleanup, despeckle. I won't name them all, you can see them on the screen. And also, more importantly, the metadata manager, Filing Assist, and the scan center. Now, CPS actually works for basic needs, but the advanced automation or local folder workflows require the CIP subscription. Now, with these solutions, please confirm device compatibility using the technical data sheet. So with that, as always, I like to add some discovery questions. So let's have a look at the discovery questions that you can use for engagement with your customers. So spotting opportunities starts with identifying pain points, high document volumes, repetitive forms, manual naming, and foldering, delays in retrieval or invoicing and compliance, needs for PDFA and audit trails. Now, these indicators suggest automation with Metadata Manager, Filing Assist, and Scan to Local Folder. And basically, it will deliver the real value with these particular questions. So let's review them. Now, I won't go through all of them. I'll just give you a kind of a summary. Use these questions to uncover pain points and position automation as the solution. Begin with their current process, then ask about the errors, compliance needs, and retrieval challenges. Now, these areas often reveal strong opportunities for Metadata Manager, Filing Assist, and Scan to a Local Folder. So now that we've actually covered the kind of key questions in summary, let's wrap up with a summary and the next steps. So thank you for attending today's webinar on structured scanning to local document management systems. We explored how businesses overcome challenges with manual document handling, indexing errors, and delays in accessing critical information. What did you see? Well, you saw how Uniflow Online with Canon hardware enables workflows that improve accuracy, reduce manual effort, and ensure compliance for local storage environments. Stay tuned for my next session, which is selling the right subscription. You don't really want to miss this one. So thanks again for joining, and see you at the next one.